We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. And off we go from Denver. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go.
Off the play fake. Barber. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it, because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Myers. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the 1st quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. But you look at this Bronco defense. They're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
2nd and 11. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark, and the Broncos are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48.
Panther 60, Panther 60, go!
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Go! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Take go.
Again on the ground with Hunter. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Set.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's taken in by Franklin. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. And now a decision here on the opening drive. 4th and very short, this part of the field. What do you think they do, CD?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage that they're trying to create here early. I say be aggressive and try and get it done.
They're going. It's Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to give them a little bit of credit for fortitude there. 4th and inches, and they don't run the football. Normally, you just wedge your way through, fall forward, find the yardage. They took a shot and put it in the air, and it paid off.
Maybe they saw the defense overcommitting?
A lot of confidence there, though, because even if they overcommit, you just want to make sure you get the first down. You throw it in.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready.
Throwing Nix. This one finds Wilson downfield. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
Now it's Nix. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Ready. Set up.
Hunter. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Now, this is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' fate. And the Broncos get there and take him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That would complete to Trey Tucker. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Ready.
They'll try and throw for it here. That's complete to the rookie from UCLA. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. And that's what you've got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those 4th down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more or less than do exactly what we saw there.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
On the ready.
Running left, it's Warren. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
From the 46, here's a 2nd and 4.
Come on, set. Ready.
Off play action. Barber escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
From the gun on 3rd down. Barber working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 36. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider 1st.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd down and 6 now. Operating from the gun, Barber. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. A handoff for Warren. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Jalen Warren, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders are an extra point away from evening this one up. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Yeah, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
Buffalo 18.
To throw is Nix. And a completion to Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Let's go. Go.
To throw, here's Nix. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. Here's Nix. Quickly into the hands of Mims. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up 2nd down.
70 Lions.
Here's Nix once more. He completes it to Hunter. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Trap 60. Trap 60. Sack. 19 Lions.
Nix to the air. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. It's second down.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Another shot from the one on second and goal. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Ready.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Ready, set. Set up. Hot.
They'll try to run this one in, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown, and the Broncos have taken the lead. So, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively, because to me, they look like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Viking 18. Ready.
This is Hunter. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Okay, let's do our version of name dropping here. Let's show off a little knowledge, right? The A-gap, the gap between the center and the guard on either side, right? Both sides. Control that, you're going to control an inside running game.
And he had to feel satisfied because he hit that gap, broke the contact. He loves that.
That's the best part, right? That's what he's going to ask the coach to run back on film
Let me
review.
see that one more time.
Show that again, coach. Look how my legs kept churning. I just kept moving, and he did to the tune of a big game.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Nix. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Broncos have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. For quarterbacks, there are a number of ways to measure a good statistical season. This is one of them. That last touchdown pass, his 30th on the year. Carlson's extra point up and good. And it's now 21-7. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Now he's free at the 35.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Working out of the gun is Nix. Throw left side complete. That's Hunter. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here we go.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Looking to throw. Nix. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Broncos will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow, because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Break. 19 tight. 19 tight. Let's go. Dragon 60. Check. Hurt. Hurt. Hut, hut.
Back to throw now on first down. Open man down the field. It's Bowers. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and 5.